welcome to Sikiksyd. This is for Archangel Raguel. If you're not sure what Archangel Raguel stands for or how Archangel Raguel helps people, Archangel Raguel is connected to philosophy, psychology, spirituality, religion. It's also connected to law, anything involving law enforcement. It's also connected to travel, okay? So if you are a flight attendant or a pilot, okay? Or if you are somebody who works with language, okay? Or has an extreme passion to travel, okay? You may also work with prisons, institutions, asylums, medicine. You could be a doctor or a nurse, okay? Archangel Raguel represents harmony and peace and justice. So if you have been wronged at any time recently, or if it's something you've experienced, this reading can definitely resonate for you. You could be any sign and resonate with this reading, okay? Archangel Raguel is traditionally associated with the planet of Jupiter. This could also resonate for you if you are married, or if you have a husband, or if you are a husband. Okay. Or if you're looking to attract a husband. Alright. Now this could be the energy that is around you. This could be energy that you are currently dealing with, or it just resonates for you, or it's energy you want to draw in, or you know, it's something that you see someone else dealing with close to you. So yeah, this is for Archangel Raguel. You have find ecstasy in life. The mere sense of living is joy enough. Emily Dickinson. Many of you are stirring up, I feel like saying stirring the pot. And it's about your own life, almost like you are excited about life. And you know, Jupiter is all about abundance, true, but it's also about exploration. It's also about being able to expand, right? Multiply something, because Jupiter is gigantic, okay? This is very spiritual, okay? It's also something that you've struggled with that now you're able to help other people with. It's philosophical, psychological, or even spiritual. Could even be religious, okay? But it is coming from your heart, and you feel very confident about it because you have pure intention. And in some way, you find life more exciting by simply living it and finding the joy in each experience. You know, recently Will Smith said a quote. He said, and it's not, you know, verbatim, but what he said was, you know, a lot of times people get caught up on wanting to have, you know, a good life. But really just focus on having a good day, and eventually those good days lead to a good week. You know, and that good week leads to a good month, and soon enough you have a good life. You have, no matter what they ask you, always say yes. You can learn later. Natalie Wood. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of, and I kid you not, it reminds me of the song by Beyonce. When I was younger, I was maybe in the 2nd grade, and I was in LA. I had just came back from the East Coast, and I had a CD, and I put that CD into the CD player, and I had on these headphones, and like one headphone didn't work. It was like barely duct taped. And the CD was called Dangerously in Love. And I remember I was so excited because it was the only CD I had at the time. And it, you know, was scratched, and so it skipped. And I would get to this song, and it was the only song that would get me to go to sleep. It was the only song. I would have nightmares. When I came back from the East Coast, Sydney was gone. The Sydney that everyone knew and loved has sort of just disappeared. And I was something completely different. I had been abused in every way that, you know, a woman or a little girl could be abused. And the only song that could get me to go to sleep was the song Yes by Beyonce. And it was because it was the first time I heard a woman speak of consent. And a lot of times women, we are told to say yes, and we don't even know what the hell we are saying yes to. Right? We're in the song, she says, what she says? She says, certainly you can call me a baby. I love to hear from you. No, baby, not yet. We can take the next step. Why you gotten so upset for you? Act as though I never told you yes before. You are so ungrateful. You've been saying 555 a lot, right? Yeah, you've been seeing that number around you a lot. But what she's talking about, even in the song, is how, you know, she just kept saying yes. Because as women, it's a receptive energy. So what we were talking about, and this can also relate to Sagittarius and Libra energy, because Archangel RAGUEL is all about fairness and balance and harmony, which is very much so about karma, cause, and effect. But feminine energy is all about receptivity, much like soil. It is nothing. I mean, it is simply what? Mother Earth. And then you have what? You have somebody who comes along, right? And this can be the wind that blows it along, or it could be an actual human that takes a seed and says, ooh, look, I want to multiply this. I want to grow it. Right? And this can be metaphorical. This can be in the regular sense of masculine and feminine energy on a day-to-day that you see. They dig this hole. They put the seed in, cover it up, and now it has a potential to grow into something big, right? And expand, you know, as above, so below. The roots will go as below, and it will expand above. Now think of it in the spiritual sense, or even the physical sense of a woman. Her virginity, right? Her vagina, it is pure. That is feminine energy, pure. Then we have penetration. It is no different than when you're planting a seed. So a lot of times as women, we are literally told to just say yes, 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 without even realizing, or without anyone really considering how that may affect us. We are put in a position where we are forced to figure out what does make us feel comfortable. If we had the option, because at this point, when I remember hearing this song, I said, this is the first time someone's giving me almost like clarity about, oh, you get to make a decision. I had never heard someone say that. I was the little pretty girl with blonde and gold hair. And that sounds really amazing to be until you're put in that position and you're put into places with people that may not always have the best intention for you. And what she was talking about, because it was the first time she was solo, I was like, oh my God, that's so amazing. And I was a little girl and I was still very, very aware of this, that this was like a big thing. She made it clear that as a woman, as a human being, you get the option. You get to decide for yourself what makes you happy. It says, I took a deep breath and listened to the old bray of my heart. I am, I am, I am. Sylvia Plath. When we do, and this is, you know, a very logical sense, right? But it's also talking about one's purity. A lot of times we look at purity as something that logically, oh, it must be physical, or the pure sense, oh, they must have a pure mind. But what it's really looking at is what keeps your heart beating logically. What makes you feel pure? Not pure in a sense of, because I personally can speak as someone who, when I hear the sense of, you know, purity, that word purity, for me, I don't think, oh, well, yes, and you've been abused in every way a woman can be abused. So logically, right, are you pure? I think of who I am now. And I think of how I wouldn't be who I am now had I not gone through some of the things that I had experienced. to do anything that feels correct, it must also connect to one's heart, as above, so below. Who you are is being highlighted by doing things in a way that's never actually been done before. And that's why you will be so successful as you move forward. You feel very confident about this and aware that you are unique or different, whoever you are watching this. Recognizing that maybe you haven't seen things the way that you should have or could have even, or would have traditionally seen it. And that it's never too late to develop a new way of thinking or allowing yourself to think in different ways. If you are ever given the opportunity to just do, to just live, to do what you've never done before, do it. Because that's finding the ecstasy in life. And in those moments, you do get to realize exactly who you are, who you've always been. It's not even really about trying to find who you are. It's just about seeing it. Seeing what's already been there this entire time. All right, let's see. All right, let's see what the future is for those that resonate with the Archangel RAGUEL. Archangel RAGUEL. Archer. So you can do archery. That's a yes. 6 of Wands, Jupiter in Leo. Can be Pisces, Ophiuchus. Strength, Venus in Leo. Many of you are students or in school. You have Temperance, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus. You have the 6 of Wands, Jupiter in Leo, Pisces, Ophiuchus, Strength, Venus in Leo. You have 3 of Pentacles, Capricorn and Mars. You have the Fool, Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio. And 10 of Cups, Pisces and Mars. You're famous. You're very well known. Many of you, if you're in a relationship, you show your relationship off. Like you guys are going to be seen in the public a lot in the future. Now, if you are single and you're watching this, a lot of people like to say that they know you. They like to be associated with you. Okay, you're very well known. Some of you guys work in the mob or the mafia. Some of you guys you work with animals or animal rescue. If you're single, you've been going through like a hard time and there's someone coming into your life to sort of be like your rock, but that's only because you learned how to love yourself unconditionally. You are expressing yourself through your art, through literature. This could be through music, painting, okay, agriculture. This could be through, I'm seeing like planting. So you could have like a garden, or maybe you work with nature. You could be like a florist for some of you. If you're in a relationship, you are the happiest you've ever been in that relationship. Or ever been in a relationship, like you're extremely happy. And if you're single, you are okay with waiting for the right relationship to come into your life. You're not going to settle for less than what you deserve. Someone could be like an alcoholic. Or is like not willing to learn new things. They're not willing to learn new things in order to grow and expand philosophically, psychologically, or spiritually. Okay? And that could be something that you've been experiencing. because it will require you to do something you've never done before. You feel like it would change not only what you believe, but it would change the way that you move in this world or how you live on an everyday basis. Many of you guys work with, some of you guys could be like DJs, or you work with the famous, like you are some type of gossip site or something like that. You may work with the famous. Now that means you could be on a hair, skin, nail team for someone who's very famous or well known. But what you are recognizing while watching this reading is that you've always done things connected to others, right? And in a part of that, you've also been able to expand as an individual, okay? Jupiter, I mean, this is Jupiter energy, but it's also a little Venetian energy because it's about connecting to others with the Libra energy, which is why I said a lot of it, your entire life has involved connecting to others, right? And that has led you to a lot of success, and you're really good at transmuting others' energies, right? But what you're noticing is you as an individual, in order for you to grow, in order for you to shine, right? You're realizing you have to learn something new. Also, your best friend, whoever they are, the more masculine energy, is the masculine energy that's your best friend that's in love with you. Congratulations. They're a Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus, or they have that in their Jupiter, maybe even their Chiron, or they have Ophiuchus or Sagittarius in any of those particular signs I just listed. But they're in love with you. If you're single, there's a masculine energy that's your best friend that feels like that relationship could lead into a real relationship. If you're a masculine energy, you are at the height of your career. If you're a feminine energy, you're at the height of your career. If you are in a relationship, you own a business with your significant other, Gemini energy. There's also someone who's deceased watching over your relationship. If you're single, there's someone who's deceased watching over your love life. This person who is deceased is a man or is a masculine energy. And a lot of you are pregnant. Congratulations. You're also moving in with your significant other and getting proposed to. Congrats. Yeah. If you're a woman, you're actually doing, like, if you're in a relationship, the woman is more successful than the man, actually. Many of you own your own business, or you work from home, or you're pregnant. Definitely pregnant. You have others' best intentions at heart, and people are just really in love with you. Even if you're, like, single, a lot of people are just in love with you. They want to be around you. They want to talk to you. They want to be with you. Okay, they want to be friends with you. They want to be associated with you. Because whatever you're doing, especially if you're a feminine energy, you are very, very good at what you do. Many of you own a spiritual business that's known worldwide. Taurus energy. If you're single, your significant other will be in the same constitution, institution, foundation, church, or service as you. And if you're in a relationship, your significant other does the same thing as you. If you're a teacher, they're a teacher. If you're a musician, they're a musician. Okay? I feel like you're realizing you have a lot of victory from seeing how loving exactly what does make you different also leads to a lot of success, because it's something that other people already see, essentially. Okay? Okay. I feel like your spirit guides have been trying to tell you this. Oh, you have two that came out. It's 90. Many of you are stepping into teaching roles, or you could be going to a spiritual teacher. You also have 22 with a key here, which is also talking about the master builder. How you are the builder of your own reality. also, you're recognizing that you're in control of whatever you want to believe. That's completely on you. It's not on anybody else. Many of you are stepping into a teaching role and being recognized for whatever it is that you have been able to identify as not just a part of your sense of self and how you appear when you walk into a room, or the impact you have when you walk into a room, right? But this will also be connected to your ability to philosophically and psychologically transform those around you by your mere presence and ability to live, not just exist. This will be something you're very comfortable doing, but you're going to have to recognize that it's okay to do what's never been done before. That's where the success will lead you. If you're comfortable while doing it, then you're not doing it right. It's time to do something. It's time to do something new. It's time to do something different. Yeah. Maybe you're going to a priest, a bishop, or a shaman as well, and finding a lot of success with that. All right. Thank you so much for coming to Sikiksyd. Ashe.